set. Go red. Reset. We go set. Reset. We go set. Reset. We go set. Elevate. Reset. We go set. Reset. We go set. Reset. We go set. Reset.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it? No, check that. We're going to Mike 52 right here.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good sock, baby. That's a baby sock.
Watch twist. Hit it.
They'll run on first down. Bradley shoves him aside. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Check. Fresno.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Ready? 30 base. Switch up. Out. Deep rip.
On third down, it's Bradley, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on, set. 8, read. Target. Check 52.
Check nickel.
On first down, it's Bradley, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, Charlie. Watch a slant. Now.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Darnold. Going to throw right side here, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
General West.
Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Tackles.
He's coming.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The run on third and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Let's go. Come on.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On first down, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Go, run.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All day. Check safety. Red 80. Rush in.
Now it's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
It's second and inches at the 40-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. After the run, now Darnold to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Packers 3, Steelers nothing.
We're going to sign. Block 52. 52's the mic. Rabbit. Hey, son.
On first and 10, Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
He's not going to get me. He's coming.
They'll run on first down. Bradley. And an alley to run. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Packers 10, Steelers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the run. Take 4.
They'll try the left side. It's Bradley looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Set up. 10 Lobo.
Check 52's the mic.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
No. Check that. We're going to mic 52.
Now back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready?
52's the mic. Hey, let's get in them holes. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
At the 40-yard line.
55, Mike 55, no chance.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week. Forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers, it's not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
44, Mike.
They'll drop the throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Bravo.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talked about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Mike, right there in the middle, 55. I'm trying to collect. Check three.
Oh, 80.
Check 26.
22 jet bomber.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On first down, it's Darnold. Steps away to his left. Going left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Tight dog. Motion.
5-2 is the left.
On 3rd down, it's Bradley. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Darnold from the gun. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Watch Mike. Check. Double tight.
3 down, attack.
Darnold from the red zone now. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead in the intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
Let's go.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as he'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
Hey, echo.
52. Watch the curl.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down, Packers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check. Shift. Watch the shift.
Here's Darnold. Looking left side, and it's complete. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Darnold now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
You draw quarter.
Check 25.
To throw is Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll try the left side. It's Bradley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to just something to get you off to a quick start.
Refusing to go down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the left side. Bradley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah. You don't want none.
2nd and 9 now. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know you built that one.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
18 Gator.
All day, every day, any day.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same thing.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mike 52, Mike
5.
3rd and long, it's Darnold trying to lay one up deep. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Wright's got it. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, watch it.
They'll try the left side. Bradley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because they'll make some adjustments.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
They'll try the left side. Bradley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All day.
2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike, 44. Man
Hey, Orbit. On the ball.
He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And the Packers are in for the score.
There we go. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a game of 8.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check. I got you.
Hey.
Mike's Popo. Rip right. 40
Move.
Mike, 44. Pick me up. Here we go. 44.
Big rip.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the ball is knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
even after that big-time return. It's not looking great for them today, but if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Kill, kill, kill.
Snap.
On first down, it's Bradley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Go. 8 feet.
Use the mic. Let's go, let's go. Alert flare, alert flare.
Shoot.
They'll run on first down. It's Bradley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Your trip is huge.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Safety's creeping.
Get it.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
In your face. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Let's go.
On first down, it's Bradley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
18 Gator. Get him, boy. 61. Matchbox right. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wood. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Back to throw. Complete to right. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Big stop, let's go.
Now back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
Set 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
It's a party now.
Snap.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bradley. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down and goal to go.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
49. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week.